Hi, Shazad Sheikh, Motoring Middle East, and I'm here with Rehan Sami, and we're in a car that is familiar to some motoringme.com readers because we have featured this car before. We've done a photo shoot and we've done a story on it, but I never got to drive it last time, right?
You never got to drive it. You refused to drive it, actually.
Well, we ran out of time because we were so busy shooting the car because it's such a beautiful thing. Check out the pictures, which I'm going to put into this video as well. So we've decided to remedy that. We're going to go out for a drive now.
We're going to go out for a drive now, and it's a different car now.
We've done something to it in the meantime.
Well, last year, I think someone at a local garage was tinkering around with trying to set the idle speed, but instead they ended up making it lean.
Okay.
So driving one night, the oil light started flashing, the temperature was soaring up,
right?
And predictably, head gasket gone and a piston gone.
Oh dear.
So it was time for a rebuild, and I've always wanted, this car. If you look at the enthusiast websites, people say it should have come with the Uno turbo engine.
Right.
So I said, because it's a straight drop-in and it adds more torque, not significantly more powerful, but very much more torquey.
So that's what you've done to this?
So that's what I've done to
rebuild
this.
with a Uno turbo?
I found a Uno turbo motor from a very dishonest guy in the UK because when it arrived, it was not holding any compression in any of the cylinders.
Oh, right, okay.
So we said, okay, we had to rebuild an engine, so let's rebuild this one. But sourcing the parts was a nightmare, so it's ended up being a hybrid between a Mark I and a Mark II Uno turbo engine.
Oh, right, okay.
It's got the capacity of a Mark II in the block of a Mark I. It's got the electrics from a Mark I, so it was always keeping fingers crossed that it would even start, and it did. Then it was a question of keeping fingers crossed that it passes the RTA, and it did.
Right.
And I've been driving it now for maybe 500-600 kilometers after the rebuild, and it is a nice motor.
So it's just 500-600 kilometers after the rebuild? And you're allowing me to drive this car?
Absolutely.
Okay.
These cars are meant to be driven.
Let's do this then. Let's start this up.
These cars are meant to be driven.
So the gearbox is in neutral.
Gearbox is in neutral. It's got your... There you go.
Yeah, it didn't need any revs, it just started up fine by itself.
It starts up fine.
This Franken-Fiat. Franken-Fiat, yeah.
As you can see, the idly up RPM is at a loony point. It's at 2000.
2000 RPM.
And we're going to fix it probably on Saturday.
So you're just going to fix that? Okay, cool. Yeah. Anything I need to know about normal H-pattern gearbox?
Normal H-pattern gearbox.
Short throw.
It is short throw and
so that's
the
first.
linkage.
Where's second?
Second is second.
Yeah. Oh, that's second. Third and fourth. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
This
Just let it keep the clutch down.
Yeah. That's first. Let's
second.
Yeah.
And just let it flow.
Okay.
Into third and fourth.
So just minutes before you arrived, some viewers will see that we were actually doing a video with a couple of Volkswagens.
Yes.
We had a very different gear shift to this. Straightforward indicator. Here we go. Move out.
The only thing you need to watch out for is it does not have power brakes.
No power brakes.
No power brakes.
Okay. Second gear, no problem. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, nice, really short throw on there. Really short. Now, this is obviously not ideal for a 6'3", 6'2" plus person like me. I'm a little bit cramped in here, but however, I do fit. I can steer. Nice small steering wheel on this. I love the gear lever. It's very short, very snappy, very short throw, very good feel. Pedals are quite close together, slightly, I would say slightly offset to the right, yeah?
Yeah.
And indicator stalk is there. Does the steering column move at all?
No, it's fixed.
Okay, so that means I can't see the dials at all.
I can't see the dials at all either. It's a narrower diameter steering, which I put in.
Do you heel and toe in this? Because I couldn't heel and toe.
No.
No, okay. So there we go. Wow. I was up to 5,000 RPM, I think, just above. It does move. Where do you get it up to? 6?
I keep it to 4.
Oh, okay. Whoops, sorry. There we go. Well, we're gonna get that turbo working, right?
Well, yeah, but can you feel the torque?
Yeah, I can feel it. Yeah, definitely.
It's not.
I don't feel a lag though. I don't feel a lag. It's not like there's a lag to it.
Well,
so what are we at? 3.5, 4. It's constant.
Yeah.
It's building constant.
It's a tiny IHI turbo. So I mean,
what are we in? So we can go into 50. That's 50. That's 50. Yeah, I think I got 50. Yeah.
It's the linkage. I need to get some parts for the correct parts for the linkage.
So let's trying the brakes for the first time. Yeah, they need a bit of work, don't they?
They need a bit of work.
You need to just focus on them a little bit. They are there, but you just need to go and find them a little bit and get to them.
They're actually very good brakes.
Yeah.
But if you're used to driving only modern cars,
that's it. Yeah,
it's,
that's it. Yeah.
you know, you're gonna go off the road.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. So you're gonna brake a little bit earlier. Just think about it. Nice steering, very precise. This is very different from the car I just drove a few minutes ago. What gear am I in? Fourth. Fourth will do. So let's see. We're going into this corner now. Oh, nice. Little bit of body lean. There you go. A little bit of response on the throttle as well. Trailing throttle, you can just lift off and get it tuck in a little bit. No waywardness, no silliness. Very, very nice. Fifth gear, here we go. Actually very easy to drive. And actually pretty frisky as well, huh?
It's now the perfect car for me.
Yeah.
It's got a, I mean, I drive a tricked up Golf R, as you know.
Yeah.
You know, this is right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got just enough performance to enjoy, good handling. Plus driving it like this in this weather is just,
yeah,
what a joy, huh? This is the way to drive it, right?
It is perfect. It is perfect.
But very well planted, very smooth. A lot of confidence in this car. Yeah, it's like a modern car, quite frankly, isn't it? We'll go up to the roundabout, I think, and just turn around. Yeah, the brakes you have to think about. That's the one thing where you have to go. Do you think it'll be alright over this?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Actually, you did come this way before.
I don't think you even need to do that.
No?
Just go straight through. Yeah.
It can go?
Yeah.
This is where we shot the car, actually, so...
Oh, was this last time around?
Yeah. This is where we shot the car.
Yeah.
But the road has been reprofiled, you see. So that's the idling. It's not that there's a fan. It's just the idling, is it?
That's the idle.
That's the idle. So tell us a little bit more about the Fiat X1 and the engine that it had in here.
So originally the Fiat X1 you know, the up until 1978, I believe. So from 72 to 78 came with the single overhead cam 1300cc engines. They were built by I forget the name, Aurelio Lampredi or someone, the guy who ended up building engines for Lamborghini.
Right.
So it was a very talented engineer who built that engine, and it was a revvy little engine. You know, that engine out of the box would go to 7,000, 7,500 RPM.
Right.
Back in those days.
I mean, this is red line to 7,000 on this one, so that's for the original engine. There's red line, yeah?
Yeah. And then I think Fiat had probably very unrealistic grand hopes about this car. It was not a performance car. There was no, it lacked performance.
Oh, you say that, but you know, from where I'm sitting, it's doing alright.
Yeah, this is a Uno turbo engine. This is not a 1300
right.
Stock engine.
But what I'm so impressed with, and what I'm really, that fifth is a bit of a doozy, yeah? What I'm so impressed with is that I was expecting a lag. I was expecting a kind of nothing, and then here it goes sort of thing. Because that's how old turbo engines were.
It's nice. It's actually quite progressive. It's nice.
Very linear, yeah. It's surprisingly linear.
So.
And it's a mid-engine car, so it was like an affordable Ferrari back in the day.
It was an affordable Ferrari. It was, you know, at the scale at which it was produced, I think it was the first kind of like affordable mid-engine car. The MR2 was actually inspired by this car.
Let's be honest, it was a copy of this.
A complete copy, a more modern, better copy.
That's right, yeah. It even looked a lot like this, actually.
The first gen, yes.
Yeah, the first generation.
You know, and that car became an icon.
Yeah.
So Fiat had it right, I think, in terms of concept. In terms of execution, yeah, you know, it was Italians. You know, they were lazy buggers. What can one say? And so in '78, the decision was made to put in a 1500cc engine,
right,
which solved some of the problems. It was a more powerful engine, more torquey engine, but it lost its revviness.
Right.
So it was not a joy to drive. You know, on twisty roads, people wanting the feeling of, you know, an engine revving like crazy, that car lost it. And I think there were hopes to develop this car further, you know, put a twin cam engine, because by this time, you know, Fiat was doing very nice twin cam engines, like the one that went into Lancia Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
But it never I don't think they ever achieved their sales aspirations
Right.
to warrant that investment.
That wasn't 50. That's 50, yeah.
So,
there you go. Yeah.
so it
well,
just-
you know, it's one of those things where, you know, could have, would have, should have, what it could have been, what it should have been, but it is what it is, and I think it is an absolute legend of its time. It's a beautiful machine, and I'm so glad that I did finally get around to driving this car, because it's actually a lot of fun to drive. Even coming from a modern car into this, it's actually really enjoyable. And
Yeah, the
you-
transition isn't bad.
It's not
The
bad at
transition
all,
isn't
no.
bad.
It's not a shock. It's not a shock in any way whatsoever. It's actually a very comfortable car. Well, if you're slightly less taller, it would be a little bit more comfortable. For me, perhaps it's a little bit tight. But I think just coming from a modern car to something like this, it's very comfortable, very easy to drive. But more than that, it's very enjoyable. Thank you once again so much for letting us do this. Thanks so much for letting us drive this. And keep watching the videos, motoringme.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the rest of it. Just search for Motoring Middle East. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe. Thank you so much to you. Thanks so much to Rehan. Thanks a lot, guys.
I'm glad you enjoyed the car.
Thank you so much. I did, totally. Thanks, guys.